asked you why he can't make them in the clutch if he's the greatest shooter you ever seen. Because I told you he ain't. Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth, the greatest goddamn shooter I ever seen, because he make them in the clutch too.
Ticket, I love your passion, but let's just cut to the chase. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter I've ever seen.
Okay,
Steph Curry is by far the greatest off the dribble shooter that I've ever seen.
That's not news.
On top of that, he has fantastic handles. His skill set is one of the most unique skill sets that has ever played basketball. It's extremely transferable. On any team, Steph Curry is going to be an extremely productive player. Is it going to look the exact same? No, it's never going to look the exact same. But what it will look like is maybe he's a 26-point, 10-assist guy shooting 45% from three. Maybe he's on a really shitty team and he's scoring 35 or 40 points and he's only shooting 39% from three. Like on any team, the best shooter that's ever lived who can handle the ball and get his shot off from anywhere, which is one of the most independent skill sets that is not relying on the other four teammates as any skill set that exists in the game.
Hey, Power, I got heat for niggas like you. So let me ask you a question. If Ray Allen would have played in Steph Curry's spot, would we be talking about Ray Allen as the greatest shooter that ever played? Because remember, Steph Curry just passed Ray Allen a couple of years ago after all those years he's had in that Golden State Warriors offense. So if Ray Allen would have had all those years playing in the Golden State Warriors offense, Ray Allen's records would have been out of this stratosphere. Because remember,
I love Ray Allen. Ray Allen's a great player. He'd be a great player.
That's your ass now. He just now passed the great Reggie Miller, who was averaging three or four threes a game. He just passed him, and this nigga been shooting 10 threes a game all these years. So you gonna tell me that if you put Reggie Miller in that I ain't asking you, Donald, put your ass down. Daddy talking to Power right now. I'm asking your ass right now, Power, and I'm putting your ass on a docket. You telling me, dude, that just passed the other year, Reggie Miller? And remember, again, Curry been shooting 10 threes a game all these years for the last 4 or 5 years, right? His career, Reggie Miller, his career high for one season may have been 6 threes a game. Normally was shooting around 4. Hold on. All I'm saying is saying you keep talking this greatest shooter of all time bullshit. I'm saying this is what I'm talking about when we talk about. Wait, I'm saying this is what we talking about when we talking about grading on scales, grading in systems and situations. Because if Steph Curry would have played in that Indiana Pacers system like Reggie Miller did, we wouldn't be talking about him as being the greatest shooter ever. Because if Reggie Miller was playing in this era and able to shoot all those threes the way that Reggie Miller was able to shoot, and guess what? And he was able to hit him in the clutch too. We will be talking about Reggie Miller and Ray Allen to a whole nother extreme because their effect on their how many threes they would be shooting went through the roof, and their accuracy was both. Ray Allen was right at 40% for his career. So him playing in Steve Kerr's offense, where he would have been getting way better looks coming off playing with guys like Clay and other guys that can get him open, especially him playing with guys like KD and those guys. Now we talking about a dude that Steph Curry, deep into his career, he just now passed these dudes. Them records would have been so far out there, we legitimately couldn't have said that if Steph Curry had to go through the same shit that those guys had to go through. So cut the bullshit.
Ticket, I love Ray Allen. I love Reggie Miller. They're two of the greatest shooters of all time. They can't get off as many shots as three-pointers as Steph Curry because they can't shoot off the dribble like Steph Curry.
You hit his shield time?
Well, Reggie can't. Nah, that's just unequivocally.
They can't shoot off the dribble like Steph Curry. Nobody can. Have you ever seen anybody who's able to shoot off the dribble like Steph Curry? Honestly, do you think Ray Allen can shoot off the dribble like Steph Curry could?
I'm on record saying
the only Miller that could is Cheryl, so I don't know.
I'm on record saying that that's the separator between him and Steph Curry. There's no defense for a guy who can accurately shoot 25 feet off the bounce. There's no defense.
Pretty basic. If you shoot off the dribble like that, you're out in open space. You're able to put up 13, 14 threes a game.
Hey, Till, let me ask you.
You're not dependent on someone passing you the ball.
Hey, Ron, I'm going to ask you a question, Ron. How far out there would Ray Allen's record be if he played in this era with shooting 10 threes a game? How far out there would his three-point record be to catch?
I think that if he shot, the last 10 years,
we have to say if, because remember, when we compare players from different eras, we have to say because you're judging on two different scales. You're judging on a game that was played at a slower pace in the 90s versus the game that's played at an extremely high pace today. So all I'm saying is you to put guys the likes of Ray Allen in his prime, playing in a team like the Golden State Warriors instead of Steph Curry. Man, that nigga 3-point record, man, ain't nobody, man, listen, bro. It just took Steph Curry to year 14 to pass them niggas.
Pickett, do you think Ray Allen or Reggie Miller had the handles that Steph Curry has?
They ain't got to have the handles. Hold on. Do you think that Steph Curry had the clutch gene with his shots in the clutch like Reggie Miller and Ray Allen?
I don't want to talk about.
I know you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about being the greatest shooter, except for when it counts, sucker. So sit your ass down somewhere, nigga.
I'm trying to the sum of all parts.
How you the greatest shooter, bro?
Right?
How you the greatest shooter but can't make them when they count? I know Reggie Miller, he can make them bitches when they count. I know Ray Allen hitting them bitches when they count. And since Steph Curry, the greatest shooter you've ever seen, shooting them off one leg, coming out and dribble all this shit. Why are you missing all them shits in the clutch when they count?
Out of the 5,000 men who have played in the NBA, Steph Curry has the highest free throw percentage of any person who's ever played in the NBA.
I asked you why he can't make them in the clutch if he's the greatest shooter you ever seen. Because I told you he ain't. Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth, the greatest goddamn shooter I ever seen, because he make them in the clutch too. Joy way.